Did you know there has been an annual reduction in the number of HIV cases reported since 2009, a reduction in AIDS cases, and the number of AIDS-related deaths? Men who have sex with men, female commercial sex workers, transgender persons, minors, and loggers are considered Guyana's most at-risk population of contracting HIV/AIDS. However, at the heart of the HIV/AIDS epidemic is its impact on families, especially vulnerable young people.
The disease I've been living for 21 years, but I found out at 30 that I've been born with this disease. My mother died from it. But I was always outstopped and locked up with families and friends discriminate and shun me and scorn me and stuff like that.
This documentary is not just about HIV or AIDS, it is about a project determined to address the needs of marginalized youth.
Until I went to the program, my mind was kind of open. Certain facts was actually, laid upon me by the instructors and stuff, and they kind of give me a different view. Even though you have HIV, that doesn't mean you're not a person or you're not an individual just like me who needs respect or needs attention or need a friend or somebody to talk to.
Trying to get a job today, but
I never knew that there was a place that really looked into the interests of youth, and just being a part of that environment, it made me feel a sense of belonging.
The Volunteer Youth Corps is a non-profit organization. It's non-governmental. It's been around for 18 years, and it focuses on developing the lives of young people, and it takes a comprehensive approach focusing on health, social, and economic services.
In 2013, Volunteer Youth Corps VYC was subcontracted in Phase 1 and 2 as part of the
CVC Coin
Community Grants Project to address the livelihood needs of marginalized youth vulnerable to HIV/AIDS living in selected communities in southeast Georgetown.
In our context, the project focuses on improving the lives of marginalized youth, which is youths who have been affiliated with gangs or youths who are at risk, youths who are HIV positive, youths who are unemployed, and they're looking for employment.
First year of school, fighting, gambling, you name it, I was there.
Before CVC, when I came out of secondary school, I was lost. I can't help my mother in certain ways. Coming up in a community where, people talking and you discriminating you.
Since I got raped 6 times, to be exact, I didn't care no more. I could do whatever I feel like doing. Like I wasn't care no more, you just want to die.
Youths who just need support. They're basically vulnerable and need support to improve their quality of life.
Well, I was home when a friend called and said he got this program for school dropouts or children that come out to school early.
The VYC program, I actually learned about it through an elder from the church.
What we did for recruiting of youth is that we went out. It wasn't a sit down behind a desk situation for the Volunteer Youth Corps, and we went out into the areas that we thought really needed the help.
They introduced me to this program because I always wanted to meet and make new friends, because the friends that I had suddenly treated me different because my skin was different from theirs, and I was always shy.
And you get your lunch, and plus the pain, you feel like, hey, you're like pain, yeah, and you go, that's alright, good.
Now, when those young people come to VYC, they meet with a case manager who first does the intake process with them and to determine if they're eligible to be part of the program. Full half-day orientation is done with the youth right here at Volunteer Youth Corps in Durban, Marklands. The orientation process involved informing them of the 1 month training course that they would be part of, which includes 2 weeks of HIV prevention education, and within that 2 weeks also meeting with the case manager who document the life and the story of each youth.
I was introduced to them on a one-on-one basis. And the first time I met them, I had no idea that there were so much problems.
And I've grown up. Since I was small, I've grown up seeing my father beating his mother. Since I was like a little child, every night he'd come home, we'd be fighting. My father ended up throwing Carol instead of the food.
Your parents saying that you're good for nothing, you're stupid, you're not smart, and these kind of stuff. Your stepfather, like when you're sleeping, touching you, and when you tell your mom, she was like, he's playing with you.
I could always remember whenever you hear Mark's name, there's a long list of bad things that come behind it. And there was this one time where I could literally see I saw my life flash before my eyes in that. Having a gang fight at school one day, and it ended up eventually escalating into a gunfight, whereby I escaped. I don't know how I did, but I did. And in that, you may think that somebody may change your life because of that, but I saw myself, I got worse in that. I didn't really see myself going to do anything good.
Because it was fun. Your peers, you enjoy them. When you're talking about the topic, especially sex topic, there's so much questions and answers that were given.
Well, the main thing was sex. I can't lie. That was the main thing. Yeah. At first, your mind is like growing up in a society. Certain things are kind of like a norm to you. You know about sex, you know about certain activities and stuff, right? But society don't really like teach you or go more in depth into sex in a whole. And it's like the program it went more in depth, and that kind of wowed me to the fact that there's so many things related towards sex, that can be both harmful and healthy in a sense. So yeah, that was what kind of wowed me.
Well, there to talk about STD, HIV, oral sex,
and a few of us, we were handpicked to be facilitators.
We came to the understanding that youth listen to youth. And with that, we came to the knowledge that if we have youth going out there and speak to persons of their own kind, it would be easy, the message would be easily transferred. So what was done is that we selected youth that are vocal, even some of the ones that were shy, and then we saw them come out of their shell.
You feel their shoes, especially if you came out from where they are. And many times you hear stories that you never dreamed about hearing. And for me, the peer education program was a really good step in molding me, and I really enjoy it because one is that it helps you to become a better person. Two, it gives you the opportunity to meet new people, help people, and to know them in a way that you never gain opportunity at an early age. And three, it gives you a more idea as to what is really going on around you and what people face from day to day.
One of the other steps that we normally take during the HIV prevention part of the education part of the program, we also have a counseling and testing day where the young person can bring their partner out. They can be tested, and usually we test all participants who enroll in the program. So at the end of the course, they know their status. They're linked to a Davis Memorial Hospital or the tester who comes to do the testing on site at VYC, and they also receive, of course, extensive counseling if their youth is found HIV positive, right? Have a choice of selecting a livelihood development course that they want to be part of, and the course is approximately 2 weeks.
They say I have to do like 2 courses, and they done do the cooking course, and hair, I splat hair, yeah, but plaiting hair is not fun. And sewing is not my style. You close all your shirt to me, that's it. And the mechanic class now was the only option they left for I do, the mechanic classroom. I really want to pursue mechanic, but I don't know how to go about doing it. And if you need mechanic class right now, you have to get a certain amount of money.
As we went through that, we came to the realization that there is more that is needed for the youth. So what we did at the Volunteer Youth Corps is that we implement going back to school. Chase's Academy assisted them in, instead of giving them these courses at his normal fee, he reduced it to $7,000 for 4 subjects.
Yes, I'll be going back and write a couple subjects.
At the Davis Memorial Hospital, what they did is that they implemented a course whereas the children could have gone there and write CXC and get into their nursing program.
So on completion of the 1 month training, which includes the HIV prevention education, which is quite intensive, and it's usually all day, they have the 2 weeks livelihood component. But at the end of that program, we also look at, because the youths that are coming to us, they're vulnerable, they need support, they need help, right? And so we have a number of referral systems that is done. One of it is referral to the Skills and Knowledge for Youth Employment program that Volunteer Youth Corps is supporting Education Development Center through On the Sky with. And so these individuals are linked to a coach, and the coach actually work with the youth to make a determination whether they can be enrolled in the Sky Project.
We also had on board Kevin's Reflection, who gave us an offer that was beyond belief. What Kevin did is that he offered them the 2 weeks of the skills training which the course required, but he did not stop there. He went on to say that at the end of the project, if they wish, they can come back to his school free of cost.
I did the training at Kevin's Reflection, and because I was so determined, I guess he saw something in me and decided that I was going to stay.
Yeah, you can be the greatest, you can be the best, you can be the King Kong banging on you.
I come away with a certificate and skills.
Don't get me wrong when I say I didn't come to learn your skills nor get a job nor anything. I just came for friendship and to find myself, you know, and that's exactly what I find.
Thought that stigma and discrimination is not something to do to someone. Expressive feelings, when you have certain feelings, like if you feel something bothering you, it's like go and talk to someone that you know that you could trust and talk to them and these kind of things.
Well, first, when I go there, I didn't want to know nobody. I just want to stay in my car and think then. When you get there for know people and then you're doing the trust building, you got trust in people. It's really nice.
Through the Volunteer Youth Corps, I became a peer educator. Thanks to them, I'm currently at GTI.
And it actually brings us together like a family. Like you won't believe, we built a family from VYC.
I was very shy, but coming here made me brave. I am very brave.
And the world's gonna know your name.
We continue it, right? We continue it. You have so many young people who need this sort of support, and seeing that it has improved the quality of life of the young people It would be good if we can study and be able to document the impact of it, but we are continuing to provide this service. So.
Pressures of life. It's harder to get over when you're trying to do right. But just stay focused.